edition of Behind the Comedy Mic with your host, Steve McAnally. Today, we're joined in studio by the one and only Mr. Skillz Hudson.
Yeah.
Skill, why don't you tell all the people, tell us about yourself, tell us about your career and what you do.
Man, I'm Skillz Hudson. I'm happy to be here with my guy right here. You know what I'm saying? From the south side of Chicago. In LA, was in LA, started in LA, but I'm out here in Vegas now. I'm living in this garage.
And my garage is an actual van down by the river. So, and everybody's like, they got a river in Vegas? Yeah, no. Only like about once or twice a year when it rains and it washes the homeless people out from underneath the shadows. You're like, oh yeah. Then that's the only time we get a river. But you're South Side Chicago boy?
Yeah, South
Does that mean you a White Sox fan or a Cubs fan?
That means I'm really not a fan of baseball. Period. But you know what I'm saying? Since I'm Southside, I always had to represent the White Sox.
All right, we'll still be friends. I'm a Cubs fan, man. I grew up watching WGN, and I love baseball.
They ain't been good since never.
No,
they was good.
Last year they were actually pretty good. So this year,
made it to the Super Bowl.
You know how funny that is when you're sitting there looking at the guy wearing like a baseball style hat, and
that's Derrick Rose,
and he's gonna say, they're going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I hope they slam dunk one in there. This is the fun part you get with hanging out with comedians and stuff. You see if you can get other comics to laugh. That's kind of like an open mic. You kind of throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, and that's what you go for. So what's some of the best places you performed in? Some of the cool people you've hung with?
Oh man, I would say the improvs. The improvs, you know, are like the Hollywood Improv, the Irvine one, and the one in Colorado. Those are by far, and the Workers.
And the Workers.
Yes, especially the one the Workers.
Well, let's hope Skillz shares this out, because then the Workers will take care of him next time he's there. He's not saying that the Worker may have gave him a free drink or 10.
No, they didn't give me a free drink, but she had nice hands.
Well, there you go. That's all that works. That's sometimes that's part of the job. I can't get with workers like that. I'm married, man. My wife. We did a show in the Venetian a couple weeks ago, and it was really nice. The girl in the front row, as I got up there, they introduced me because I was doing a little feature spot. Yeah. So I get up there, they introduced me, and I always make sure to tell everybody, introduce me being from Utah, because it kind of, as soon as people hear that, they're like, God damn. Yeah. As soon as I got up there, though, there's a whole group of bachelorettes sitting in the front row, man. All these girls were down here just having a bachelorette party. Okay. And decent looking girls, Mexican girl, all of a sudden yells out as she looks and goes, "Oh my God, you're really cute." And I stopped and I'm like, "Hey, thank you so much." I go, "I'm married, my wife's in the back." And she goes, "I'm a chola, I don't care." And I go, "My wife's white, we shoot people." I'm like, and the girl was kind of like going, "Oh," but she keep going, "But you're cute." I'm going, "I'm being serious, my wife's in the back and she don't take that shit." And so it was funny. I mean, she was cool about it. The girl and my wife was good about it, but it is kind of funny when you say the Workers and stuff like that.
Yes.
My wife goes to every show. It don't matter where we are, whether there's an open mic or whether we're on the road. My wife's at every show and she's there to support. And not only me, she supports.
My wife was there to support for 8 years, but I'm going through a divorce now.
So he's single, is what he's saying.
I'm single, but I ain't fucking none of y'all.
You got kids?
Yeah, I'm a stepdaddy.
Ah, right on.
I'm a stepdaddy and I'm a proud one. I love all my kids of other men.
Nice. Hey, that happens, man. You know what? I was raised by my stepdad. When my stepdad, actually, he was my dad. He passed away 3 years ago. That was a big part of my life. My biological father really didn't ever have shit to do with me. And it was kind of one of the things. I mean, I kept the last name because I love my last name because I am Irish. But my stepdad and my mom, I never had their last name ever growing up in my life. But when he died, I mean, stepdad, anybody could father a child.
Yes.
But not everybody can be a dad, man. That's awesome. Dude.
Yes, and that's the trip. My dad was the one. My real dad was the one trying to give me the advice after the divorce thing. My father, my stepfather God rest his soul. He was my father was the one trying to give me advice, like, "Oh, well, you could have just, you know what I'm saying, just went on and hand you something to the side." I was like, "Oh no, I was trying to live a good life like you wasn't, goddammit. I wasn't trying to leave like you did."
Nice.
Yeah, man. So,
but you know what? That also blends, I guess, part of the tragedy equals comedy, or comedy to tragedy, however people want to say it. And, you know, I mean, it's,
real shit.
That's what molds. That's what molds a lot of our jokes and stuff. I mean, when I write about my life. I write about what it's like being married, having kids. I mean, I know that you talk a lot about. What's under your hat? You always talk about that, which is funny.
Do you have to smile when you say the shit, man? But because you got a head full of hair over here, you want to. That's what they got good hair. When they know my shit, I'm like, yes, because you got that surprise under your shit, Skillz.
That was. It was so funny when you were doing that the first time you did my show with me, and I was watching because I'd never seen you before, so I wanted to kind of watch. And all of a sudden you took. I'm like. Oh shit, he ain't kidding. I was like, damn, that's funny, because it goes great with your joke, man.
And the thing about it started just like how you say, everything comes from, from here. You know what I'm saying? It's real stuff. And I was doing a show at the Ice House in Pasadena 6 years ago, and you know how, like, when you're in the club, how the light is right up on your face, and at the time, you know what I'm saying, I'm sweating. So I go to move my hat, and sweat I wipe my forehead, somebody in the audience like, damn! You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So and at the time, my shit wasn't as bad as it is now, but I still get the hoes in my dreams. But it wasn't as bad. So the guy, he went in, I'm going in on him and stuff, and then it wasn't until later when I watched the footage, because they would give us footage, of it, and how you watch your set, and I'm like, man, I would watch, and I heard the laughter, and I already wanted to talk about it, but I was so insecure about it that I didn't want to talk about it, because it's an insecurity of mine. And the way I start talking about it, I just start calling it the damn hairline. And I would talk about it for like 30 seconds, and I would get off of it. And then, like, what you seen is a development of me being comfortable with talking about it, and then have people coming up afterward. Man, I felt you up there.
I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, that's what's funny is, I've had a receding hairline ever since I was a kid. So my hair really is fairly thin, and it has been for a long time. And I remember growing up as a kid, I used to have really long hair, actually. I had hair down in the middle of my back. I grew up in the 80s, man. It was all about the hair bands and the hair metal and all that stuff. That's when I grew up, and it was fun. And when I was about 15, I cut my hair, and it's been short ever since. But it was weird, because people always mess with me like, oh, dude, you're gonna be bald by the time you're 20 or something. And it's so funny, because now the people I grew up with now, when I see them, I'm like, the ones that used to give you the most shit, they're actually bald as a cue ball. I'm like, I still got some hair. How's that for you? I'm like, damn it.
See, now I wish I could say that, because I'm saying the ones, they were saying it to me. And it was relatives, it was barbers, everybody was telling me that shit. It was like a little bird on my shoulder. You're going bald. Going bald.
You could do that LeBron James hairline where they could push that back up for you. You know that? You know how funny that is when you look at at LeBron James when he got drafted at like 18 years old. His hairline was in the middle of his head, and now you look at him and his hairline is like Eddie Munster's. It's all the way down.
Yeah, the money. You can get a hairline down to your chest.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wait till I get some money. Y'all gonna see me with all type of different nationality hairlines.
We're gonna see Skillz one day on the Fallon or the Tonight Show or something, and he's gonna have like cousin it all the way down to here. He's connecting with his.
I'm gonna be moving my shit like this.
I'm like, damn it, he made it. He's got hair. That's kind of funny. Everybody else going, oh, we want money, and Skillz like, I just want hair.
You know how you sign that in your contract. You like, right there, I'm gonna need about 97 follicles.
I'm gonna need a full head of hair before this show's over. I can't do this shit. So, that's funny, man. I'm glad you're able to joke with it and laugh about it, because it's what the comedy is, and we can relate to the audience to what we're doing. Yeah, it makes it for sure a part, what we want to do. So, but anyway, you got anything good stuff coming up? I know you're featuring at Planet Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Not Planet Stratosphere.
The Stratosphere.
Stratosphere.
I was about to say that. The Stratosphere. I'm doing that April 4th through the 10th. Next Saturday, April 2nd, I'll be at Lake County College in Grays Lake, Illinois. I'm doing African Pride Day there. I'll be there. And April 15th, Shreveport, Louisiana at I can't remember the name right now, but follow me on Instagram, and by the time this up, you probably have missed the show anyway.
Oh, no, it'll be up this week.
Oh, okay.
April 15th, though, too, it's tax day.
Oh, yeah. So, hey.
Don't forget, pay your taxes and go see Skillz at whatever place will probably put
I was gonna say, send some money to my Kickstarter.
Sign for an extension. Put it in the IRS. That's the one thing I love about living here in Nevada and Las Vegas. We don't have any state income tax. How nice that is. I moved. That's why we never moved to LA. I didn't want to go down there. I'm like, man, they're tax high. Coming from Utah is actually quite highly taxed too.
Okay.
So come here, I'm like, we got no state income tax. And every time I see people on the strip, I just go by and high five them. I'm like, it's people like you that keep our taxes down. Thank you so much. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's always good.
Anyway, Skillz, if you have a website, let them know your Twitter handle.
SkillzHudson.com. You can catch me also on Instagram, Skillz Hudson, Twitter, Snapchat. Also, I have a video right now called Barbershop Robbery. It's going viral now. It's 180,000 hits. Go check it out. It's on Instagram right now on my page. Check it out.
Nice. Thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it. You guys, I'll put Skillz stuff up at the end. You can always follow me. Tune in SteveMcNally.com. And of course, if you're not my Facebook friend, you should be, because I've got room for a few more. So.
I really enjoyed myself. I'm about to go smoke some weed.
Have a good night, everyone.